What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree and I'm a licensed practical nurse, and I wanted you all to come to work with me. I am working a 12-hour night shift at a correctional facility. So before I start my med pass, I like to check and see, do I need to do anything while I'm on med pass, like get any vital signs, or if I need to do any assessments like alcohol withdrawal or opiate withdrawal assessments, and also to see if I have any intake, so that way I'll know when I get done with med pass, I can tell the officer who I need for him to pull and bring to the medical office. And so I'm prepping for med pass, and in the jail you can pre-pull medication, and I like to organize my medications by pod, because the officer is going to escort you pod by pod, and it makes it easier if you already have the medications out and ready to go. It honestly saved me like an hour and a half once I found out that I can pre-pull meds, because when I first got there, I was just doing it based off their last name, and it was taking me forever. So now that I'm done doing the med pass, I couldn't record that part. I am now like doing intakes, and that's just pretty much where you talk to the new people that are coming in and seeing, do they need any health attention, any healthcare attention, or if they are on any medication, so that way you can send a message to the provider on call, and you can put in a request for the pharmacy to send the medication so that it can be on the cart. And also I'm having them sign a consent form for medical care while they're in jail. And now this is day 2, and I am doing sit calls and trying to complete the task list. This is after I do med pass, of course. And basically what sit calls are is they can put in a request to have like medical care, and it'll come to the nurse, and then we would just organize it and put it where it needs to go on the schedule. So I would schedule them for like day shift, or I would put them on the dentist schedule, or if they needed to see a mental health doctor. So that's pretty much what I am doing. Some things are emergencies, and you can see them the same day and just have the officers send them down to see you, and then you can assess, like say if they have a toothache, you can assess the toothache, and then you can send a note to the provider, and then he would send you out an order for medication to give them. So it just all depends. And all jails are different, so it just depends on how the facility is set up. But this is a pretty small facility, so I was the only nurse, because you had to have a nurse in the facility for every 24 hours. So now what you see me doing is just scanning in medication, and when you request medications because they're running out, or if they're new, you send the request to the pharmacy, and then the pharmacy will get those medications sent to the facility. So when I would come into work, I would check to see if there was any medications from the facility. I would check to see if there were any medications from the pharmacy, and then I would scan those in before I would put them on the cart. So that is what I am doing here. And like I said, everybody's task is going to be different, but this is what I had to do at this jail. So there was an emergency on this shift, and I had to get an EKG on the patient because he had chest pain. So you would just get the EKG, get his vital signs, ask the symptoms, and then you would send it to the provider, send the EKG results to the provider, and then the provider would look at everything and then send you back instructions in an order, and then that's what you would do. And then you would let the next nurse know about it, and just have the patient monitored for a couple of days, until they got better, or you know, you would know if they needed to go out to the hospital, things like that. But it just, you know, you never know. No day is the same when you work at a jail. And so now that I was finished with that, I'm just finishing putting those medications into the cart in the supply room. I also have a video on my channel about different tasks at a correctional facility, and you can go check that out. But in this video, I just kind of wanted you to get a visual of what it's like working at a jail. You also have a lot of downtime when you work at a jail, especially at night. So a lot of this is just like night shift tasks, and it's pretty tedious, but because I had so much downtime, it was easy for me to do, because even after doing all this, I still had downtime. And when I get done with this, I am just putting those medications that I scanned into the med cart so that it'll be easy for day shift to do their med pass. But once I get done with doing this, the next thing that I would have to do is chill until about 6 o'clock, because at 6 o'clock you would do blood sugar checks for the diabetic patients, and I would go ahead and do those, and then I would wait for the day shift nurse to come in, give her report, and then I would leave for the day. And that is pretty much it. It's one of the most easiest jobs that I've had as a nurse. The only challenging thing about it is pretty much dealing with the inmates and, you know, trying to decipher, like, you know, if they're lying to you or not. And I hate to say it like that, but I mean, it is what it is. But other than that, it's a pretty chill job, and I worked this job for 12 weeks. And yeah, I don't know if I would do it full time, but I know some nurses that really love it. But other than that, that is all. If you have any comments or questions for me, please leave them in the comments below. And I thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.